At the age of 42, Mark looked like the picture of health. He ate pretty well, got some exercise, and didn't have any real health complaints. But silently, inside his body, a pressure was building. With no warning signs, no pain, no clue that anything was wrong. But he was a ticking time bomb. One Tuesday morning, that bomb went off. What happened to Mark could be happening to millions of people right now, and they wouldn't even know it. In this video, we're going to uncover this silent killer, show you the only reliable way to find out if you're at risk, and give you the steps to defuse the threat before it's too late. Women's risk of heart attacks increases significantly after age 50, while younger women have recently seen an uptick in heart attacks. The risk for women generally escalates post-menopause, as the natural drop in estrogen causes blood vessels to become less flexible and cholesterol levels to rise. That ticking sound you can't hear. It's the most dangerous one of all. There's a condition that affects nearly half of all adults in almost every country, yet most people living with it have no idea it's there. It doesn't make you feel sick. It won't give you a cough or a fever. It works in complete silence, slowly and relentlessly damaging your body's most vital organs, setting the stage for a disaster that can strike without any warning. This isn't some rare, exotic disease. It's one of the most common and misunderstood conditions on the planet. And today, we're shining a bright light into that darkness. So, what is this silent killer? It's high blood pressure, or hypertension. Now, the name itself sounds clinical, maybe a little boring. Don't let that fool you. Hypertension earned its nickname, the silent killer, for a simple and terrifying reason. For most people, it has absolutely zero obvious symptoms. Now, some people with severely high blood pressure might get headaches, feel short of breath, or even have nosebleeds, but you can't rely on these signs. They usually only show up when the condition has already reached a dangerous, life-threatening level. For most, there's nothing. No red flags. Just quiet, persistent damage happening inside your body. Think of your circulatory system like the plumbing in your house. Your heart is the pump, and your arteries are the pipes. Blood pressure is simply the force of your blood pushing against the walls of those pipes. When your blood pressure is healthy, the system is running smoothly. But with hypertension, the pressure inside those pipes is consistently way too high. It's like cranking your home's plumbing to maximum pressure and leaving it there, 24/7. Eventually, those pipes are going to strain, weaken, and break. Why the silence is so deadly? This is where the problem goes from quiet to catastrophic. That constant, high pressure doesn't just go away. It forces your heart to work much harder than it was ever designed to, causing the heart muscle to thicken and weaken over time. Imagine forcing your car's engine to stay in the red line, day after day. Eventually, it's going to fail. At the same time, that relentless force damages the delicate inner lining of your arteries, creating tiny tears and rough spots. This damage makes your arteries stiff and attracts the buildup of plaque. This process is called atherosclerosis. As that plaque builds up, your arteries get narrower, choking off blood flow to your heart, your brain, your kidneys, and your eyes. This isn't just a theory. According to data from the CDC, among people who have their first heart attack, a staggering 7 out of 10 have high blood pressure. And for those who have their first stroke, the number is even higher, 8 out of 10 have high blood pressure. Hypertension is a primary cause of heart failure, kidney failure, and even dementia. It's the foundation for many of modern medicine's most feared health crises. And it all starts in complete silence. Knowing your numbers is a non-negotiable. So if you can't feel it, how in the world can you fight it? The answer is simple. You have to measure it. Knowing your numbers is the only reliable way to find this hidden enemy. Blood pressure is measured with 2 numbers. The top number, called systolic, measures the pressure in your arteries when your heart beats. The bottom number, diastolic, measures the pressure when your heart rests between beats. Here are the numbers you've got to know. A normal blood pressure is below 120/80. Stage 1 hypertension starts when your numbers are consistently between 130 to 139 systolic, the upper number, or 80 to 89 diastolic, the lower number. Some doctors might say it is okay if it is under 139, but it is your life under stress, not the doctor's life. The current guideline is to be under 120 systolic. I try to be at least under 125. Hypertension is when your numbers are consistently 140 by 90 or higher. Now, there is one critical reading you have to know about: a hypertensive crisis. This is a reading of 180 over 120 or higher. A single high reading can happen. But if you check it again and it stays that high, especially if you have symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, sudden weakness, or vision changes, this is a medical emergency. You need to get help immediately. Do not wait. The only reliable way to uncover the threat. Sure, your doctor checks your blood pressure at your annual physical, and that's a great start. But a single reading, in a doctor's office where you might be a little stressed, only gives you a tiny snapshot. The gold standard for uncovering hypertension is monitoring your blood pressure at home. This gives you and your doctor a much more accurate picture of what's really going on. But you have to do it correctly. Here's a step-by-step guide based on recommendations from the American Heart Association. First, use a validated, automatic, cuff-style monitor that goes on your upper arm. Those wrist and finger monitors just aren't as reliable. Next, get ready for the reading. For at least 30 minutes beforehand, don't have any caffeine, don't exercise, and don't smoke. It's also a good idea to use the restroom or toilet and urinate first. Then, just sit quietly for about 5 minutes before you start. Sit in a chair with your back supported and your feet flat on the floor. Don't cross your legs. Rest your arm on a table so that your upper arm is about level with your heart. When you're ready to measure, stay still and be quiet. No talking or scrolling on your phone. Take at least 2 readings, 1 minute apart, and write them down in a logbook or a tracking app. Try to do this around the same time every day, like in the morning and evening. This log is the most powerful weapon you have against the silent killer. The crucial steps to neutralize the threat. Once you know your numbers, you have the power to change them. Whether your readings are a little high or you've already been diagnosed with hypertension, there are real, evidence-based steps you can take to neutralize this threat. First up, your diet. The single biggest lever you can pull is cutting back on sodium. You want to aim for less than 2,300 milligrams a day. But you need to check your blood sodium level at a lab beforehand. Due to some medications, or drinking too much tea or other drinks, your blood sodium level can already be low. Be careful, though, that's the amount of sodium in about 1 teaspoon of table salt, but most of the sodium we eat doesn't come from the salt shaker. Mostly it's hidden in processed foods, canned soups, frozen dinners, and restaurant meals. Start reading labels. Focus on a diet full of low-sugar fruits, vegetables, whole grains with less carbs by dry weight, and lean proteins with minimal saturated fats. This is often called the DASH diet. Second, move your body. Regular physical activity is like a miracle drug for your blood pressure as well as blood sugar. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity, like a brisk walk, a swim, or a bike ride, every week. Exercise makes your heart stronger so it can pump more blood with less effort, which lowers the force on your arteries. Third, take a look at your lifestyle. Maintaining a healthy weight, drinking less alcohol, and quitting smoking are all huge steps that have a direct and powerful impact on your blood pressure. And finally, manage your stress. Chronic stress can definitely contribute to high blood pressure. While stress management alone isn't a cure for established hypertension, bringing things like meditation, deep breathing, yoga, or even just spending time in nature into your life can be a powerful habit for your heart health. For many people, these lifestyle changes can be incredibly effective. But, depending on your numbers and overall risk, your doctor might also prescribe medication. Do not be shy to take medication. There are dozens of medications to suit anybody. It's so important not to see this as a failure. See it as a powerful and necessary tool in your arsenal to protect your health. The benefits far outweigh the side effect of medication. Call to action and AMP. Conclusion. This video is for your education and empowerment, but it is not a substitute for advice from a medical professional. The single most important step you can take after watching this is to start a conversation with your doctor. Buy a blood pressure monitor and start tracking your numbers. The new electronic monitors are very easy to use, and they can even store the numbers. Take that record of reading with you to your next appointment. Ask them, based on these numbers, what is my risk? What lifestyle changes are most important for me? Do we need to consider medication? Mark's story is a warning, but it doesn't have to be your story. That pressure doesn't have to build in silence. By knowing your numbers, understanding the risks, and taking action, you can turn the tables on this silent killer. You can defuse the threat and protect the one heart you've got for many years to come. Don't forget to watch my way to reduce blood pressure naturally, you can see above. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and share this video. You truly never know whose life you might save. And for more evidence-based health information that helps you take control, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video.